You meet someone and within 2 weeks it feels like you've known them for 2 years. They're attentive, funny, a little intense in the best way, and you think, finally, this is different. Then, without anything obvious happening, they start pulling back. You don't get the same energy you got in week 1. You start checking your phone more. They start taking longer to reply. Neither of you has said a single word about it, but you're both already in it. The anxious one reaching, the avoidant one stepping back, and somehow you both keep showing up for more. This isn't bad luck, and it isn't a coincidence that keeps happening to you specifically. It's 2 nervous systems running opposite strategies for managing the exact same fear, and those 2 strategies fit together almost perfectly, which is exactly why they're so hard to walk away from. Anxious attachment and avoidant attachment look like opposites on paper. One person wants more closeness, more reassurance, more contact. The other wants more space, more independence, more room to breathe. But underneath, they're solving the same problem with opposite moves. Both learned early that closeness wasn't reliably safe. The anxious child learned that attention came and went unpredictably, so the solution became stay alert, stay close, make noise if the connection seems to be slipping. The avoidant child learned that needs weren't reliably met, so the solution became rely on yourself, don't ask for much, and you won't be let down. 2 people running those strategies don't repel each other. They lock in. The anxious partner's pursuit feels at first like being chosen. Intensely, unmistakably chosen. For someone who associates love with effort and distance, that intensity reads as proof this one is real. And the avoidant partner's calm, low-drama presence feels like relief to someone who's used to relationships that feel chaotic or uncertain. Steadiness reads as safety, even when that steadiness is actually distance wearing a calmer face. So the attraction isn't despite the mismatch, it's because of it. Each person is responding to exactly the quality the other one is most starved for. Here's where it stops feeling good. The anxious partner's nervous system is wired to detect any drop in closeness as a threat. A slower reply, a quieter night, a change in tone. Their instinct is to close the gap fast. A text, a call, a question about where things stand. That's not neediness. It's a regulation strategy. Reaching out is how an anxious nervous system tries to bring itself back to calm. The avoidant partner's nervous system reads increased closeness, or increased intensity, as the threat. More questions, more contact, more emotional weight. Their instinct is to create space, pull back, go quiet, get busy. That's not coldness, it's the same kind of regulation strategy, just running the opposite direction. Withdrawing is how an avoidant nervous system tries to bring itself back to calm. Now put those 2 side by side. The anxious partner senses distance and reaches. The avoidant partner senses reaching and retreats further. The anxious partner senses the retreat and reaches harder. Each person's coping mechanism is the exact trigger for the other person's coping mechanism. Nobody is doing this on purpose. Both people are just trying to feel safe, using the only tools they've got, and the tools happen to be in direct conflict. This is why it so rarely resolves itself with time. Time alone doesn't change the strategy, it just runs the loop more times. One of the most disorienting parts of this pairing is how much it can feel like real chemistry, especially in the beginning. There's a version of intensity that genuine connection produces, and there's a version that comes from a nervous system trying to resolve uncertainty. From the inside, they feel almost identical. Same racing thoughts, same preoccupation, same sense that this person matters more than anyone has in a long time. But uncertainty-driven intensity has a specific signature. It spikes when the other person pulls away and quiets when they come back. If your interest in someone tracks their availability rather than who they actually are when they're present, that's a clue. The anxious partner often mistakes the spike for depth of feeling. The avoidant partner often mistakes the calm, after distance, for genuine ease. When it's really relief, that the pressure has temporarily lifted. Neither person is lying to the other. They're both genuinely interpreting their own nervous system signals as information about the relationship, when really those signals are information about their attachment system reacting to distance and closeness. That's the wiring talking, not necessarily the truth about whether this is right. The reason this pairing can run for years without ever stabilising is that each partner's behaviour keeps confirming the other partner's worst fear, just slowly enough that it never gets named outright. For the anxious partner, every withdrawal becomes evidence that people leave if you're not vigilant enough, so they get more vigilant. For the avoidant partner, every increase in pursuit becomes evidence that closeness costs you your autonomy, so they protect it harder. The relationship doesn't just fail to fix either person's original fear, it actively trains both of them to trust that fear more. There's also a quieter cost that's easy to miss. This dynamic feels familiar. If your early relationships taught you that connection comes with chasing or that intimacy comes with eventually being pulled back from, a relationship that recreates exactly that pattern doesn't register as a warning sign. It registers as normal. Sometimes it even registers as fate, like you found the one person who finally understands the intensity of what you feel, when actually you found the one person whose coping style is precision engineered to trigger yours. This dynamic isn't a personality clash, and it's not a sign that anxious and avoidant people simply can't work. It's two protective strategies reacting to each other automatically, and automatic reactions can be interrupted, but only if at least one person stops responding on instinct and starts responding on purpose. For the anxious partner, the shift usually starts with learning to sit with the discomfort of distance without immediately trying to close it. Not suppressing the urge to reach out, but noticing it, naming it as the attachment system doing its job, and choosing a smaller, calmer response instead of the most urgent one available. The goal isn't to stop caring, it's to stop letting the nervous system's alarm dictate the next move every time. For the avoidant partner, the shift usually starts with learning to stay present through the discomfort of closeness instead of automatically creating distance. That can be as small as not leaving the room, or the conversation, the moment things get emotionally specific. It doesn't mean becoming someone who needs constant reassurance. It means tolerating connection long enough to find out it isn't actually dangerous. Neither side has to become the other. The anxious partner doesn't need to become low need, and the avoidant partner doesn't need to become endlessly available. What has to change is the automatic nature of the response, reaching or retreating because the body says now, instead of choosing what the relationship actually needs in that moment. This is also why secure attachment isn't really a personality type so much as a skill. People aren't born locked into one wiring for life. The patterns were built by what closeness used to mean, and they can be rebuilt by what closeness means now, but only with enough awareness to catch the automatic move before it runs. If this pairing has a louder, more chaotic cousin, it's anxious and fearful avoidant, where one partner is reaching for closeness and the other partner wants closeness and dreads it in the same breath. That one doesn't just loop. It can feel like losing your mind. That's next.